So ASUS sent me their PG248Q. Now this is a 24-inch 1920x1080 180Hz G-Sync gaming monitor. Quite a few tags. It's also designed to be kind of a professional Overwatch CSGO type monitor, so when you see the price, don't be too shocked about that. Now in terms of the styling, I absolutely love it. It's beautiful, especially from the back with the RG logo and the sort of stripes down the side. But in terms of maneuverability, you have 120mm of height adjust, 60 degrees to minus 60 degrees of swivel, and 20 degrees to minus 5 degrees of tilt. As you'll see later though, viewing angles aren't perfect on the up and down for this, so I definitely recommend positioning yourself in the best position possible so that you can get the best sort of colour accuracy there. You do also have an LED ring at the bottom that you can turn off, and the rear is basically just a USB 3 hub with 2 ports, HDMI and DisplayPort, as well as DC in and audio out. I believe you can technically use this for the console, but I wouldn't recommend it. And the hat switch for the menu system, by the way, is just awesome. It's lovely that this is there. It makes navigating the menu so much easier than trying to work out which button you're meant to press. And the menu itself is well laid out. You've got the overclocking right at the top, and you have the Game Plus and Game Visual settings as well to make little adjustments and the crosshair and FPS counter a little bit easier. Now, the viewing angles, as I mentioned, really aren't perfect on the up-down. From side to side, they're actually really quite good. So just make sure that when you're looking at the monitor, you're looking at it fairly straight on, fairly flat on, to get the best sort of quality there. Now in terms of actually gaming on it, it's really, really awesome. I didn't personally notice too much of a difference in 180Hz, but that may have just been because I'm using a GTX 1060 along with the ASUS Aura board, which is actually the kind of recommended type spec, especially if you're playing CSGO or Overwatch, as they're not overly intensive games. But yeah, either way, gaming on it was a really nice experience. As I said, I didn't notice too much of a difference for 180Hz myself, although I have been assured from more professional gamers that there is actually some sort of difference and that they like that sort of thing. So yeah, if you are a professional gamer, is this something you'd want? Let me know in the comments. I think the thing that shocked me most about the monitor was when ASUS told me the price of it. At the time of filming anyway, it's basically the same price as a GTX 1070. It's £400, give or take a pound, and that's very expensive. And to give you some context, the AOC G2160 PQU or PF is half the price of that, and obviously I know G-Sync normally adds about 100 quid, and if you're comparing this to say the MG248Q, which is the FreeSync version of this basically, then you're still basically paying the £100 premium for G-Sync plus an extra 50 quid or so for the you know, experience of 180Hz. So to make it clear, this is not a mass market monitor. This is something that only is designed for professional type players of Overwatch, CSGO, that sort of thing. As I said, people who need a competitive advantage. For me personally, coming from 140Hz and going to 180, I didn't personally see a massive difference. I'm not necessarily trained for that as such, so getting a benefit from that may be something that you need to be sort of, you know, have long-term experience on. But at the same time, the overall design of the monitor is quite nice. The OSD is quite nice, although I do seem to have, if you put the FPS counter on or the crosshair on, then it does occasionally stick on and I can't turn them off, which is a little bit annoying, but overall isn't too bad. Yeah, the overall design of the monitor is definitely quite nice. To make it clear, you can turn off the LED ring on the base. It's in the menu. A lot of people ask about that, and as far as I know, you can plug in a console or something like that to the HDMI port, but to make it clear also, this monitor is not for console gaming. You will not get any benefit over a, you know, £100 1080p monitor, as you will still be on 60Hz no matter if you have you know, Project Scorpio Xbox or PS4 Pro. It will only run at 60Hz, so just bear in mind, if you're going to get a monitor for your console, don't bother with this one. It's just ludicrously expensive and not worth it. But if you are PC gaming, and especially if you are, you know, kind of professional side of gaming, then this might be something you want to look at. But obviously do have a play around with 144Hz and see if you can go to, you know, an actual sort of brick and mortar store and try one of these out, just to see if you can actually, you know, notice a difference between 144 and 180Hz yourself, because it does seem to vary person to person. But yeah, overall it's still a very nice monitor. Obviously very expensive, which is why I'm going to go for a 3.5 money. It's still above average because you still do get a very nice overall experience, and G-Sync is awesome, but it is still ludicrously expensive. In terms of performance, personally I really like it. I'm going to go for a 5 here, but functionality, just because of the overall viewing angles, which mean you do have to sit quite central to it, I'm going to go with a 4.5. Styling has to be a 5, it's awesome. And Titanium BB score, I'm going to go with a 4 personally. I didn't see too much of an advantage to 108Hz myself, but I have heard sort of testimonies from more professional type gamer players, and they do enjoy the benefits, so that's just kind of personal preference really, which is why it's the Titanium BB score. And overall I think I'm going to go for the Pro Gamer Approved Award. I remember making that one for the Zowie FK1, so yeah, it can have that one too, as it's an awesome monitor. It's not for everyone, it's very expensive, but if you are a elite pro gamer, then do check it out. So I guess that's kind of it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and if you want to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, that would be awesome. Keep up with all the videos. If you want to pick one of these up, especially as I said, if you are an elite pro gamer or anything like that, or just have more money than sense and don't want a 1440p or a 4K monitor for this price, then feel free to go to the Amazon link in the description down below and help me out. And if you're buying anything else from you know, PC hardware to garden sheds, then feel free to use the more open link in the description down below. And yeah, other than that, I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, feel free to check out some of the other videos. I'll leave a card above for some more playlists, perhaps the monitor playlist actually. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, we'll see you on the next video.